again for some Mordheim.
Ah, yes.
It's been way too long.
It's been way too long, but with Christmas and the holidays and New Year's and Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year indeed.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
It is. So fortunately we found some time and we could get back together for a few games. Have you any idea yet as to what you're going to play?
No. I was hoping to get my dwarves done, but with illnesses and the Christmas holidays, so I still need to paint 2 models, so too bad they're not done yet. So I'm leaning towards Ogres and maybe a game with the Witch Hunters.
They're always fun.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be it.
Yeah, for me, maybe to recap last time, we played, let me think, you played Skaven and Ogres, I believe.
Yeah, I did. And the Ogres faced your vampire guys?
Yeah, I played with Undead both times, and then after that second battle, my vampire count's warband, my Undead warband, was so decimated that I decided to retire them. I hope that Count Ivan Tasakya will come back in some form, maybe not in Mordheim, but in Warhammer, in the Old World or whatever. But for now he has been retired, and I did bring 2 new warbands, basically 3 new warbands, because I still got my Beastman warband that I made way back when, and that has never seen action yet. So now I've got Beastman, I've got Sisters of Sigmar, Sisters of Sigmar, and also got a Witch Hunter warband. And of course I still have the Orcs and the Marienburgers. So plenty of choice there, and yeah, I think I want to try Sisters of Sigmar.
I'm really curious how they are playing. I'm not too familiar with them. I know they got some sort of immensely good hammer with some bonuses and stuff. I'm really curious about how they play. Not sure. So I'm looking forward to face them.
Yeah, so let's see if we can conquer some more areas in Mordheim on our ongoing map-based 2-player campaign. I forgot the acronym again.
So map-based 2-player total domination Mordheim campaign? Something like that.
Something like that. Right, let's go meet across the battlefield and
set up, roll some dice, have some fun.
Indeed, good game. First battle of the day, the East Gate of Mordheim. The Sisters of Sigmar are set up in this quadrant over here. We rolled scenario 6, chance encounter. They are carrying 3 shards of Weirdstone, and they are facing off against the Witch Hunters who are deployed over there. Also with 3 shards of Weirdstone. First battle for the Sisters, so let's see how this goes. Here we are at the end of turn 1. The Witch Hunters the Sisters of Sigmar went first. So they moved up a little bit and tried to shoot with a sling but missed. The Witch Hunters remained mostly stationary. There was a few movement from the Flagellants and the Zealots and the Warlocks. But the Witch Hunters themselves remained stationary. They tried to shoot, but apart from the crossbow over here, everything missed, and even though he hit, he failed to wound the Ogre over there. Let's move on to turn 2 for the Sisters of Sigmar. End of turn 2, the Sisters moved forward a little bit. They went around the house over here and in the house over here. The Ogre tried to jump down, but despite her second sense, she did not see how big of a distance it was, and she fell and she stunned herself. Then the Witch Hunters shot down the Matriarch and the 2 sisters with the slings. And then in the combat phase, the Flagellants took down 2 of the Sisters Superior. And here on the other side, the Zealot just managed to knock down the sister with the hammer and shield over there. Right, end of turn 2. The sisters charged in against the zealot and the doggies, and they managed to kill one of the doggies and knock down one of the zealots without sustaining any further injuries over there on this side. The other zealot and flagellant, flagellant and warhound, they went around to this side. The witch hunters tried to shoot at the matriarch, but they all missed. The only one that hit was this guy here with the shovel, and he shot the sister over there, who's now stunned. There was a novice, but she got charged by the flagellant and zealot, so she didn't make it, sadly. And that is basically everything that happened in the past 2 turns. End of the game. The sisters have lost all of their heroes and had to take route test, and they failed. What happened over here? There was an ogre there. She got charged by a warhound and a zealot, but the warhound finished the job. The Sister Superior that was on the ground over there got knocked out of action by the flagellant. And over here we had one novice that was shot down by a crossbow. She was only knocked down. The sister with the hammer over there, this one, she also got knocked down, and the other one, she got missed by the warrior priest, and she missed the warrior priest as well in return. So that's the end of the game. Let's go.
Your turn.
Oh yes, and my turn. I completely forgot that. The matriarch, she did a diving charge on top of the flagellant that's over here, and for some reason she failed to hit with her attack. And then the next turn, in the next round, the flagellant, he got a bit pissed and he knocked her out of action with his flail. So yeah, that was a very interesting game. The sisters did not perform very well. So let's see what happens. Yes, freshly painted curse, definitely. First game with the sisters, and well, let's hope it was not the last. So roll for injury for the sisters. And the sister with the whip, she got multiple injuries, including 2 chest wounds and a hand wound. So I decided that she is better off retired. The whip and the shield are going to one of the other sister superiors. And then the others, they either made a full recovery, or in the case of the matriarch, she became hardened, so now she is immune to fear. Then Roland, his zealot, didn't make the cut, but the puppy did return. And the witch hunter over there, he got enough experience to gain a level, and he got a new skill, so he chose Nimble. Roland, in his exploration phase, he got 7 Weirdstone shards, I believe, no? 6 Weirdstone shards.
4, 3 that I had at the start of the battle, and 3 that I stole.
Right, that's it. You rolled 4 Weirdstone shards, but you had 6 from the scenario.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Weirdstone, and you also found an overturned card with an accurate Mordheim map. You sold 7 of the Weirdstone shards to buy back the zealot.
There he is again.
And you also bought some equipment. You got a holy relic, you got heavy armor on the warrior priest,
holy
light
relic.
armor on one of the witch hunters.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
No, a lucky charm.
But you got a lucky charm for one of the witch hunters. Yeah. And for me, for the sisters, there was no exploration phase because none of them managed to stay alive until the end of the battle. Or at least they were alive, but they were all out of action. Alright, second battle, Ogres versus Sisters of Sigmar. We rolled scenario 3, Weirdstone Hunt. We put 3 Weirdstone counters on the table. There's one, there's another one over here in the rubble. And then there's one over here on the scaffolding. The ogres are set up over there on that side. The sisters are over here on this side. And the ogres get the first turn. The end of a very quick turn 1. The Ogre Captain, he took the weird stone counter that was on the crates over there. And all the Ogres moved forward. And then the Sisters moved forward. And that was it. End of turn 2, the Ogre Captain got into the building, picked up the weird stone shard and then moved back. The other Ogres moved into position there around the house. Then the Sisters got into position around that house. The Slinger tried to shoot at the Ogre but she missed. And the other Sisters got over there around the scaffolding. The Ogre over there trying to make a climb check next turn. End of turn 3, the Ogre over here with the great weapon charged the Sling Lady. The first round of combat he failed to hit her and she critted him.
I wasn't even allowed to hit.
He wasn't allowed to hit, yeah, she critted him with her hammer so he wasn't allowed to hit back. Then the next round she failed to hit and he caused a wound, knocking her down. Over here we have a Youngblood and a Novice. They have been dancing around each other for 2 combats and not doing anything. There the Hunter got charged by the Sister Superior. These 2 sisters over here, the Sister and the Novice, also wanted to charge but they couldn't because of the fear test. They exchanged blows but did not cause any wounds on one another. Then over here the Ogre climbed up and picked up the weird stone shard. The Slinger shot at the Youngblood but missed, and the Sister with the whip also tried to strike the Youngblood but also didn't do anything. So now it's on to turn 4. End of turn 4, I believe. Executioner Ogre finished the job over there, taking out the Slinger. The Youngblood and the Novice kept exchanging blows without hitting anything. Over here the Sister Superior and the Mountain Guide, they both did not do anything in the first round, and then in the second round the Youngblood charged in, what's she called? Novice charged in. She did not manage to hurt the Mountain Guide, but the Mountain Guide in return stunned the Sister Superior over there. This one was still too afraid of the Mountain Guide to do anything. Then over here the 2 Ogres, they charged. One of them charged a regular sister with a hammer and shield, the Youngblood, and she got critted pretty badly. And the Ogre Captain, he critted the Sister Superior with the whip. Yeah. Then in the next turn the Mother Superior charged in and she managed to hammer him with a crit, so he could not strike back, causing 1 wound on the Ogre Captain. End of turn 5, and we have decided to call the game here. At least my sisters decided to take a voluntary route. The Matriarch got knocked down, got stunned after getting hit over the head by an Ogre Club from the Tyrant. Over here the Novice, she caused a wound on the Ogre with the great weapon, the Executioner. That one was then knocked down. In return she got a spear to the face and she was also knocked down, while she was stunned even. As expected, the Youngblood and the Novice kept exchanging blows without anything happening. And yeah, that's basically everything that happened in this last turn. I think it's a good point to route and to take my 1 weird stone shard that the Ogre has and see if we can add something else in the exploration phase. Right, every henchman made a full recovery, the sister with the sling and the sister with the Sigmarite Warhammer. And the sister with the whip, the Sister Superior, she got a leg wound, so she got -1 movement. Then they also leveled up a little bit. The Ogre got a new skill and she chose Weirdstone Hunter. Then the sisters with the sling, they for some reason got +1 strength. And the sisters with the Sigmarite Warhammer got +1 web skill or ballistic skill. So the Warhammer Sisters got the extra ballistic skill and exchanged the weapons with the Sling Sisters. So in effect now the Hammer Sisters have extra strength and the Sling Sisters have an extra ballistic skill. And the Novices also got an extra point of weapon skill. No injuries for the Ogres, but the Captain got a new skill and he chose Resilient. The Executioner got a +1 leadership, and the Youngblood over here, he got also a new skill and he chose Arcane Lore. So if we ever find a Tome of Magic,
Exactly.
we can
Or buy one, perhaps.
Ogre Wizard.
Yeah.
Find one or buy one.
Yeah, and I chose Arcane Lore through the special skill Man-Eater.
Alright, and the exploration phase. The Sisters got 3 weird stone shards plus the one that they had from the game itself, from the scenario, and that gave them enough money to buy back the hero that we lost. So now we have another hero with a Sigmarite Warhammer and a shield, and some coins left over. The Ogres got a lot of coins. You got 6 Weirstone shards in total.
Yeah.
4 for
in
the
the
exploration, 2
yeah.
from the scenario. And you also found a smithy with a flail. Okay, Roland. End of game recap.
Yeah.
Sisters of Sigmar.
Amazing. They look cool. They do exactly what you want them to do. They swing hammers. The +1 strength and the Sigmar Warhammer.
That's so good, yeah.
It's quite amazing. And I think your novices or your sisters, they got +1 strength while
With
leveling up.
sisters, yes.
So strength 5 henchmen striking on initiative. Yeah, they're gonna be scary soon.
Yes, they will. And you have now 2 more warbands in control of a gate.
Yeah, so it's time to move on. Probably.
Yeah, your ogres now control 2 gates even.
Oh,
Yes, they do. They also have the, what was it, the western gate, I believe?
yeah, I think so too. They can use the money because there's now only
Yes.
there's one goal for the ogres: finding a tome.
Find the Tome of Magic.
That's it.
Yes, get that ogre castle in there.
Get the ogre caster. They are on a mission. They are gonna make the first ogre magic user that has ever existed without the Gutmaw magic. So I put it up, I think 130 something gold.
Yeah,
137,
134,
something like that. So, only 200 more to go?
Probably, yeah. And then you have to be lucky because only 1 in 36 times you will actually be able to find the Tome of Magic.
That's okay.
Statistically, on average.
Yeah, they got a goal. And
They got a goal,
through
yeah.
ogre fashion, they might not make it. And my witch hunters, the flagellants, are
Oh, that's so good.
they are really good. 2 attacks, strength 4, strength 6 on the first round of combat with the flails. They did a lot of work for me, and the rest.
Scary.
Yeah, they are scary.
Yes.
And the same with your sisters. They're gonna be scary as well. Strength 5, striking on initiative. And the ogres, they finally won. Not one of them actually lost his head.
Yes,
So-
indeed. No casualties on your side, no injuries.
No, and leadership bonuses all around.
Yeah.
I think the ogres got the highest leadership of all the warbands I have. Leadership 9, they're like dwarfs. No idea.
So all in all, it was great fun.
It was.
Thanks for hosting the games once
Thanks
again.
for coming along, and great new terrain with the boxes and the little stairs and everything was.
Try to keep things interesting.
Yeah, starting to get better and better.
Right. Let's go home, prepare for next time, and then let's see which warbands we will dust off for the next iteration of the, what was it again? Mordheim, 2-player, map-based, total domination
campaign? TDC
something?
something in the end.
TDC something.
We have to learn that.
We have to learn that. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Like the video if you like the video. You can also subscribe to the channel to stay notified whenever a new video drops. There's not going to be just Mordheim on here, but also some Warhammer stuff, mostly Warhammer stuff, but Mordheim is a fun game to play, and I know a lot of Warhammer players also like Mordheim. If you want to know more about Warhammer and Mordheim and related games, just go over to the Forces of Fantasy podcast. You can find the Forces of Fantasy podcast on all of your podcast hosting platforms. And if you like what you hear there, like what you see here on YouTube, then I can highly recommend subscribing to the Forces of Fantasy Patreon, where you can find exclusive bonus content. That's going to be it for now. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.